Hey guys, welcome back to the next video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This is Rich for WELSHYTECH, and today we have the PureBase 501 DX in white from bequiet. Should you buy it? Should you consider it? Well, let's find out, shall we? Okay then guys, we are back with another case. This one is the bequiet PureBase 501 DX ATX case, and this is the white version. So let's get into some of the actual specs, shall we? As for motherboard support, it does support ATX, micro ATX, as well as mini ITX motherboards. As for included fans, well, it does come with three. It comes with a white PureWings 3 140mm PWM fan at the top. It comes with one at the rear and also comes with one at the front of the case. As for fan support, well, it does support two 140mm fans or two 120mm fans at the top. The front does support two 140s or three 120mm fans at the front. And then for the rear, it only supports a 140 or a 120mm fan at the back. As for radiator support, well, the top does support a 120 or 240. As for the front of the case, it supports a 120, 140, 240, 280 or 360mm radiators or AIO. The rear only supports a 120 or a 140mm radiator at the rear of the case. So as for the front I/O, it does come with one 3.2 Gen 2 Type C. It comes with two 3.2 Type A ports. Comes with a power button, audio, LED button and a reset button. As for the max GPU length, it is 368mm. But this does also have rotatable PCIe slots. The back of the case, well, it does have 7 PCIe slots. When it comes to actual maximized power supply compatibility, well, the maximum dimensions, that's obviously without this by here installed, would be 200, but with that installed, it's 180mm. When it comes to actual hard drives, well, it has drive by here for 2.5-inch drives. It supports 3.5-inch drives, 2.5-inch drives. As for dust filtration, you do have a massive dust filter at the front that does swivel open. The top of the case does also have another magnetic dust filter. As for the front, it does also have a big dust filter that covers the entire bottom, which just slides out. Included accessories does include the user manual, and then it does have a accessories box by here, which I'm assuming will be the motherboard screws, it'll be cable ties and so forth. So let's have a look. And I was correct. Also comes with these covers. I'm guessing that is to rotate the PCIe, and does come with all cables, all the screws, the cable ties and so forth. So yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now let's install a system in this and see how good the thermals are, shall we? Okay then, so when it comes to the actual test system, it is my Intel Core Ultra 265K. It's got 32 gigs of DDR5 from Kingston. It does have an ASRock Z890 Riptide motherboard. It also has a 2TB Gen 5 drive from Apacer. It's got an RX 7800 XT. It's got a 1000 watt power supply from bequiet, as well as using the Royal Predator 130 from Thermalright. Now, when it comes to the testing, it's the exact same test I do for all case testing. So we did 50, 100%, Cinebench R23 for the CPU and Firmark 2 for the GPU, run for 20 minutes. So for the 50%, the Cinebench R23, the idles were 30 with a max of 90, and the CPU power draw was 210 watts. Firmark 2, the GPU temp idle was 26 with a max of 55. GPU junction temp was an idle at 48 with a max at 77 Celsius. The GPU hotspot was an idle at 33 with a max of 84, and the GPU power draw was the exact same as it always is, 274 watts. Now, for the 100%, the actual temps have actually come down. They've come down by 5 degrees. So, for Cinebench R23, the idles were 32 with a max of 85 Celsius with the same power draw, 210 watts. The GPU temperature was an idle at 24 with a max at 55. GPU junction temp was an idle at 48 with a max of 76, and the GPU hotspot was an idle at 31 with a max of 83 with the same power draw, 274 watts. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put this up against other cases I've done. Now, it's not going to be dual chamber cases, it's going to be mid towers like from Lee & Lee. Antec, Diaz. It's going to be cases I've actually already tested with the same hardware, the same power draw, the same CPU, GPU, RAM, motherboard, NVMe, same power supply, same CPU cooler, because I use the exact same hardware for every single case because the consistency of the thermal. So you guys will know how good a case is actually thermal. Okay then, so what we'll do first of all, we'll start off what I actually like about the case. Now, if you guys are a fan of the channel, I've actually done previous like builds in bequiet cases. My actual test bench is a bequiet Shadowbase 800FX, and I absolutely love that case. It's fantastic for the airflow. Now, I have looked at the original 500, the DX version. That was a long time ago. And what I'm going to say I like about this, I like the fact that it's got a lot of ventilation in the front. It comes with 3 140 fans. It's got a shroud here for the power supply, so you're not going to have that horrible look. It does fit rather good sized GPUs. It doesn't fit the biggest, but it does fit good sized GPUs. CPU coolers, they don't actually list what the actual specs or the overall height are for the CPU coolers, which I found was quite odd. That's why it wasn't included. But from what I can see from actually using the Royal Predator, which is a 160mm CPU cooler, this should at least hold a 165 or a 170mm cooler. I'm not 100% sure, but this does have a lot of room toward the glass, so it should fit a 170, but do not take my word by that. A 160 fits in here, no problems. So, I like the overall construction. The white obviously looks gorgeous. The RGB effect in the front, that looks absolutely stunning as well. I like the overall build construction. It's very nice. It's got noise dampening on the back panel. And the pricing, well, the pricing varies because I've looked at overclockers, scan, and CCL. CCL, the actual white ones, are £89, and then on scan and overclockers, the black one is £99. So the prices vary. Amazon for the black is £87, so the price varies from place to place. And yeah, so let's get actually into some of the overall back panels, see how much space there is, and so forth. Okay, so does have noise dampening foam on the side. The panel's a little bit flimsy, but it's got captive screws and it feels okay. Now, as for cable management, as you can see, I didn't actually have to do a lot of cable management. So This obviously has a cable channel here. I did route the 24 pin because that is usually the thickest cable. It's got plenty of room for hard drives, SSDs. You can fit them here, there, here. It fits a lot of them. Now, of course, the included fans, they're also nice. They are quiet, pun intended. But there's loads of room down here. Power supplies, I am using 1000 watt from bequiet, so this is a pure power. But it does, if you take out the hard drive card, you could fit literally any power supply. That's how much room there is in the bottom. But the back panel, there's a lot of ample space for the overall cable management. And as you can see, you don't really have to put a lot of effort in. Obviously, if you did, it would look a lot better. Okay, so should you buy it? Do I recommend it? What do you think? Well, for the pricing, it's actually not a bad case. Now, I genuinely like bequiet cases because they're always good quality cases. The RGB illumination, especially when they started bringing them out, they do very nice RGB illumination. They're Lightwing fans that the first generation of the Lightwing fans, when they had the ring around them, that looks absolutely gorgeous on it, and that's what the front panel looks like with the rings. There's loads of ample space in here. Obviously, you can't fit everything like EATX motherboards and so forth. You can't fit the biggest coolers. An AIO would definitely fit in here, but you would have to be careful of the top panel because of the spacing, but it should be fine. You can fit reasonable sized GPUs, and I think for the price it's actually not a bad option. Whether you guys agree or not, that's going to be completely up to you. But if you do want to buy one, I will leave links down below. And as always, a big thank you to bequiet. It's been quite a while since I've looked at a product of theirs, but I do have a lot of other products from them. I've got a mouse and an AIO, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, as well as I got other stuff coming. And as always, I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend and week ahead of you. This is Rich for WELSHYTECH. Goodbye.